Hi, my name is Liz. Welcome to this edition of New Lenox Now. I am here at the Tommy Hartung New Lenox American Legion post 1977, appropriately so because I'm here with Paul and Kim Chen, two residents of New Lenox who have for 5 years now been transporting the moving wall across the country. But before we start, I just noticed that a surprise guest has just shown up, Mayor Tim Balderman. Welcome.
Hi, Liz. Thank you. I want to say hello to the home of proud Americans and give a big thank you here to two outstanding community members that have for the past several years been a part of the Vietnam moving wall. We had it here, Kim, you reminded me, it was 10 years ago now. Yeah. 2011, 10 years ago that we had it here. It was such an incredible experience. I was here as the mayor and as a resident to participate in it. And of course, I was a young child born in the 60s during Vietnam, and I remember in my neighborhood, one of my neighbors was killed in the Vietnam War, and so just a horrific time for our country. And of course, those brave people who served our country during that time weren't given the respect that they deserve. But boy, as a country, we sure have to make sure that we go out of our way to show that respect for those people that serve us, all of our veterans. So this is a tremendous, tremendous monument for people to see this moving wall, and for you to give so much of your time to travel across the country to bring this experience. On behalf of Village of New Lenox, the home of proud Americans, I just want to say thank you for your contributions in what you do, and we'll be excited to try and bring this wall back here to our town.
That would be great.
Thank you, Mayor. Great. Thank you very much. Take care. Thank you. There you go, Liz.
Thanks, Mayor. Okay, now back to reality. You didn't know he was coming, so I thought that was sort of cool, yeah. So tell us about how this moving wall, how long's the moving wall? I know you guys have been doing it for 5 years, but how did it start?
Back in 1982, John Devitt, the founder of the moving wall, he went to the dedication of the memorial in Washington, D.C. And he was so moved by that he brought it back to his home state, which is California. He grew up in San Jose, California, and went back to his two Vietnam veterans and a bunch of other people that he had the envision of having a portable wall for the people in California to see, the ones that couldn't take the trip to Washington. So it started in 1983, and it took him a whole year to try to perfect the names on the wall, the ink, everything, the layout, the way the shape is, and it didn't. They thought they can do it in 4 or 5 months, and it took them over a year and a half. And the first showing of the moving wall was in Tyler, Texas in 1984, October. That was the first showing, and ever since then, here it's 37 years it's been on the road, and we are grateful to be a part of it.
That's terrific. So you just don't travel around Illinois. Kim, what's some of the furthest states you've been to?
Oh, in one season, we drove from Dexter, Maine, all the way to
Eugene,
Oregon, yeah.
In one trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was one of our seasons.
Wow.
And actually, we were in Pahrump, Nevada, and everything. So, what would be our farthest?
Oh,
Farthest east would be.
I mean, we're all over the country, from Scottsdale, Arizona, to Eugene, Oregon, to upstate New York, to as far north as you can go in Rockdale, Maine. It's by Bar Harbor, which is not far from the Canada border. Akwesasne, New York, right across the river from Canada. We've been down to New Orleans. We've been to Florida, Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
just
great.
about everywhere.
Yeah, that's great. So what's some of your most memorable experiences, Kim?
Oh, there's so many to go. There's so
pick a couple.
many. I'm trying to think. Wow. We were in New Mexico, And, it's a very emotional to be there all day long.
Right.
So a lot of times I'll either lay back at the hotel and do paperwork or do whatever I need to do or catch up on laundry. But,
Or sleep.
Yeah, but this day something made me go there. And it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I thought, you know what, I've got to get up there. So I did, and I was sitting at the volunteers table just checking things out and watching. And, I just tried to keep my eye on people. And I could see this maybe 30-something young guy, and he's just walking, pacing back and forth, and I'm like, whoa. And then I watched him, and he kissed the wall.
Oh my goodness.
And I was so moved by him, and I just stayed back. I didn't want to interrupt his time, but he was walking away, and I did walk up to him. And at the time, we had the 50-year pins. So I asked him, I said, if you don't mind me asking you, I said, I see that it's quite emotional for
Sure.
you, but he said, that's my dad on
Oh,
the
my
wall,
God.
and they never got to meet him.
Oh my gosh.
So I gave him his dad's 50-year pin.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was just, and you get a lot of that. And if you can reach one person, it's amazing.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty gut-wrenching right there. What other fun things have happened? Name something fun, because I'm about to cry.
Oh, fun
Oh,
is, gosh.
Probably the people you
We got
meet.
the people you meet. We've been to, we've got to go to the
Powwow-
Grand Canyon.
Powwows. I mean, the
Okay.
Cloquet, Minnesota, with the Ojibwe. Ojibwe Indian tribe had a powwow, veterans powwow for
That was amazing.
the
Yeah.
for the wall. And if you ever can go to a powwow, go.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It is goose pimply.
And the way they treated the veterans was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a special dance and everything, and they gave them gifts.
Anything else you'd like the folks to know? I appreciate you being here today.
Oh, a lot of people want to know who funds the wall, and we volunteer, and there's no corporate entity, there's no government entity involved in this wall. It's all donations and the sponsors fee.
So how do people donate if they want to donate something? I know we've donated for Free Food Friday here.
Well, they can go to the movingwall.org, and the address and everything will come up. And the headquarters of the Moving Wall is in White Pine, Michigan,
Okay.
up in the Upper Peninsula.
Okay. And we'll try and show that information at the end of the show.
Yeah.
That way people can write it down or have it.
But it's a good thing. John Devitt, the founder, he's had opportunities for sponsors,
Wow.
but he opts out of government money, corporate money.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for everything you do, and thanks for joining us, and thanks for watching New Lenox. See you around town.